Hi guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel, Caseyleighreiki. I'm Casey. We're going to be doing a reading for my Pisces today, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. So this is going to be for June 2020. However, I do feel the need to say that for some reason, this is coming in strong. I need to clarify this. Don't feel discouraged or deterred from watching a video because the timing doesn't matter. Although I'm, timing it and putting a date on it, that doesn't mean anything. This is more so for me to keep track. I just really feel the need to state for someone or a group of you that when you are drawn to watch something is when you are drawn to watch it, period. Okay? So don't get hung up on the dates or anything. With that being said, energy is fluid, it's not linear, so you could be dealing with the events in this reading, past, present, or future tense, and whichever way that happens for you is totally okay. Therefore, if it does not resonate right now, you can definitely check back later, and perhaps it might. If it does resonate, then that's fantastic. If it doesn't, just maybe it's not your month, or maybe it's just not your message, maybe it's just not for you, and that's okay too. That's why I always say to check your sun, moon, rising, and your Venus signs. Just so you can kind of get an overview of all of them. And I do know that it's hard to watch all those videos for sure. It's time consuming, but I do check-ins as well, and I also do shorter videos on TikTok, little check-ins there, which everything is listed in the description box if you want to check out those other social media platforms. The check-ins I do on here and TikTok, by the way. I do both. But anyways, back to my spiel. Masculine and feminine energies exist within all of us, within each of us. So when I talk about those things, I'm speaking just on energy. If it is gender specific, then I will let you guys know. Cross watchers are more than welcome here. If you are listening thinking, hey, that kind of sounds like me, and I'm talking to the Pisces, just switch the roles. You can do that here. At least that's my rule, is that you can switch them, because I'm not perfect, and I know that because energy is fluid, I might not pick up on the exact situation. I'm just picking up on the energies around you, okay? And I could be picking up on their energy if you're connected to them, because it's fluid. It entangles with each other. So, anyways, enough about that. Pisces, I feel like you guys are kind of in, you're kind of in, I want to say deep. It's kind of a deep spot. It feels intense kind of emotionally. It doesn't feel bad. I just feel like perhaps some of you, especially if you're empaths, your feelings, your emotions are almost like heightened a little bit. So it's almost like instead of being a normal here, we're like here. Which is not always a bad thing. It just depends on how you are going about it. I do feel like you guys have a pretty good control on it, though. It doesn't feel like it's out of control by any means. It just feels like your emotions are a little intense. You might be feeling a little extra. So take it how it comes to you, just ride the wave. So let's, I shuffled a little bit. I'm going to shuffle once more for you guys, once or twice. Let's bring forth any messages for my Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for June 2020. I almost said April 2020, so I don't know if you're dealing with like an Aries or something, but that's weird. That's for someone. June 2020, Pisces. What messages do we have for my Pisces? What messages do we have for my Pisces? What's going on with Pisces for June? Wow, so we have the star at the bottom. That's beautiful. You could be dealing with an Aquarius here. Otherwise, this is wish fulfillment. This also talks about healing. And sometimes with this card, I do tend to talk about a balance of the mind. Because the star can talk about a balance of conscious versus subconscious. And, not getting too deep into one, but again, riding that wave in between and making sure you're giving each part of yourself the time and the energy that it deserves, like nurturing those parts of yourself that need nurturing. My cat is under the table. Hey! But I do also have the 8 of Cups here on the bottom. So, and the 5 of Wands. Wow, and the 5 of Cups. Guys. Okay, now I get it. Yeah. So for some of you, with the star here, this could have been something that was, I'm hearing was, not is anymore, but was. This is past tense, I feel like, for a lot of you. And I, again, could be wrong, take it how it resonates. This is past tense for a lot of you. Something was, like, really fulfilling you, and you felt good about it. Feels like maybe, I feel like a lot of you are definitely empaths, but it feels like whatever the situation was turned out to be, like, so disheartening. Like, it felt like you guys were just all in and almost, like, just wildly feeling like you were in love with someone. Oh my goodness, wow. The emotions are so strong. I feel like for some of you, you definitely have the ability to look at a situation, especially if it's a romantic situation, and understand that it's not for you, but you can't exactly compartmentalize. So although you can look at someone and say, you know, this person or the situation doesn't fulfill me the way that I want, you know, they just weren't, like, equipped for, you know, the next chapter of your life, or however way you want to word it. They just, like, a friend of mine had once said to me that you can't expect things from people that they're not able to give you, and you have to understand that. Like, you can't expect a hug at the end of a long day from someone who isn't affectionate. That's not their love language. That's not how they deal. That's not how they, you know, that's not how they are fulfilled. So sometimes they just either are not able to give you that, or they don't see things like that. But it's just sitting under there, under my feet. But I do feel like for a lot of you, you've kind of realized, okay, this person is not capable of giving me what I need. Oh God, the heartbreak. It hurts so much. Whoever I'm talking to, it hurts so much, because you guys understand that there's still love there. Because you can still respect this person, appreciate their qualities for what they are, see them in a different light, view them as beautiful in their own way and beautiful in their own light. That's why you guys are feeling so deep. Oh God. It is so hard to finish this train of thought because it is very deep. We're like 8 minutes in, but I just can't get off of this. But although you see them as someone who has great, beautiful, like, endearing qualities, they're amazing and so great in their own respect, in their own right, in their own way. But you know that they're just not meant to come with you where you're going next. Oh, don't cry. Man, you guys are killing me right now. That's so sad. I'm so sorry. It hurts. Like, it hurts a lot. There's so much sadness here. So much sadness. Because 8 of Cups is like, this deck is a little bit different, but it's almost like, in the standard tarot deck, the 8 of Cups is someone who has all 8 of their cups in front, right? And they're not tipped over. There's nothing wrong with them. They're still full. They're still fully capable to hold water. But that person is just like, it's just not what I need. So they're walking away, even though all those 8 cups are perfectly fine. But they're just like, they're not my 8 cups. Like, those just aren't fulfilling me. They work fine. They're perfectly useful and it makes sense, like, but it just doesn't make sense for you. And that's, you know, kind of, make sure he's not knocking things over. And that's kind of what you guys feel. Like, the heartache is just so strong. 8 of Cups, 5 of Wands. I feel like you guys are walking away from a fight. And by fight, you know, it doesn't have to be like an actual fight with someone, but it's just, you're walking away from that tension. I feel like the tension is you understanding that and still having trouble compartmentalizing, because you still feel for them and love them on, like, a soul level. But this is cheesy, but it's like the equivalent of I love you, but I'm not in love with you. And that is so difficult. That is so difficult. Can you stop biting my foot? Comedic relief, am I right? Yeah, whoever this is for, yeah, I'm really sorry. The Five of Wands definitely fighting, and it's just almost like there's too much tension and you're just walking away from it. In Five of Cups, though, with this, there's a couple of the eggs that have cracked, and it's almost like this mother owl is like really distracted at the fact that those three didn't make it. And it's about perspective here, because those two behind her, they did make it, and they're going to make it. And it's almost like focusing too much on like what you've lost, but not focusing on what you've gained, what this person gave to you. And it could totally be vice versa. But there's a lack of understanding that there were lessons here and that you learned them. You did great. You're taking that information with you. You're understanding yourself more. There's so much to be gained from this. But it's just really hard to, like I said, compartmentalize and see things for what they are. Because it's hard to not see the pain and the like emotional like strain that comes with these types of situations, Alright, so with that being said, we're going to put these back at the bottom and we're going to shuffle because, wow, I just spent way too much time talking about that. But it hits hard. That hits really hard. Oh, jeez, Sammy. Ooh. Alright, can you get down, please, sir? Thank you. So we have Judgment here. This is the divine, almost like, see the mask coming up? The divine coming in to say, again, it's beautiful in a really, like, almost like sad type of romantic way of, like, you did really good and, like, this person meant a lot to you and there was just so much within this situation. But this is almost a divine coming in and saying, okay, like, it's sad. It's like, it's time to go. Wow. Judgment is final call. It's Judgment Day. Your angel's coming in to help you while your perspective changes. And that's totally natural that sometimes through life your perspective changes. And it is what it is, It's normal and there's nothing wrong with you. And I feel like sometimes people, especially if you're empathetic, you're like, you feel so bad for the other person because you're almost like putting them through something, especially if they don't agree or they don't want it. It's just, it's a hard transition, But look at this. Ace of Cups and Six of Pentacles here. Sorry, guys. Hold on 1 second. It's just being a pain in my butt. This tells me that there was a lot of love here. You can see the cat in the Ace of Cups is looking at the Six of Pentacles here. So it's almost like the cat is looking at this situation, this person, which Six of Pentacles, it's balance. It is, it's like, again, I just feel very like, you did the work, you did the thing, and now we have to move forward. You know what I mean? Like, we can't reread the same chapter over and over and over again. And it's not like that all the time. Sometimes, yeah, absolutely, you're in a happy relationship or marriage or what have you, and you reread that same chapter and you love it. But if it's not working, there's no point to sit here and wait for the words to change, wait for the person to change. You can't morph people into what you want. You just need to find someone who complements you. Six of Pentacles is about balance for me, similar to like Judgment or Justice. You do have the scales in here. And I feel like this was, again, for some of you, I feel like it's very karmic and it was just time to go. And then Ace of Cups is almost like this is a solution to the situation, is that you've been treating it with love. You guys are very, very gentle, like daydreamy type of people, very emotional, very intuitive. And I kind of feel like that's, that's what this energy here is with the Ace of Cups too, is that that's your solution, where you're like, okay, like, how can I treat this in my typical Pisces way? Well, I'm going to treat it with love. And we do have, oh, look at that. Beautiful. So we have 6 of Wands here at the bottom. So it's victory and success. I love that. Okay. Ooh, that just flew out. Wow. 7 of Cups flew out in reverse. I don't have reversals in this deck either. So Judgment is coming in to show you that with the 7 of Cups in reverse, this is showing illusions, like taking the mask off, like I was saying in that Judgment card. This is revealing things to you. Before, you might have been confused and unsure, and it might have been an illusion as to, like, what's happening? Is this right for me? Is this right for them? Like, I feel like a lot of you just have so much compassion, because if you're empathetic, you know, you just, or if you're an empath, you understand what people are going through, and you don't want to do that to someone else if you can avoid it. Wow, look at this. The Emperor. So didn't I say April in the beginning? I said you could have been dealing with an Aries. This is the Aries card. I feel like, especially with these two, you're seeing the truth about someone who may or may not be an Aries here. You're seeing the truth about them, and it's not that they're bad, it's just that they're not your cup of tea, you know? Wow, and I have the King of Pentacles here. And then 7 of Pentacles as well. Very interesting. It's interesting that I have King of Pentacles. They could also be showing up as the King of Pentacles. You could embody more than one energy. I feel like there's just being, you know, balance being restored here. And someone with King of Pentacles, they could be an earth sign as well. They could have earth in their chart, but this is someone who generally, like, has a real great work ethic. That's coming through hard for me. They have a great work ethic. They're reliable. They're trustworthy. And I feel like, again, like, a lot of time, a lot of effort went into this, and there are, especially with the 7 of Pentacles, it's kind of like, yeah, look at all the stuff that I got going on here, you know? The bird's, like, collecting all these things and bringing all these treasures, like, back to the nest, and I feel like that's what it is. It's like, there's nothing wrong with this person, and they have so many redeeming qualities, but it's just not, again, it's not for you. And I feel like this is also saying that there was a lot put into this. And at one time, you know, for some reason, this is definitely coming through. At one time, this person was everything that you wanted, you know? So there's no reason to, you know, get too down in the dumps about it, because at one point, this person was definitely everything that you wanted. I normally wouldn't take 2, but look, 8 of Swords in the Tower, right? So, make sure you guys can see it. 8 of Swords is about feeling like you're imprisoned in your own mind. Is that you can't see anything that's in front of you, because all you can think and all you can feel is this entanglement of all these swords around you. It's like, you know they're there, but you're like, wait, like, you know, I could get out of this, but it's just like heavy thoughts, overthinking, like letting your emotions and your, well, my stomach is like turning. This is making you guys like anxious and upset to the point where you're like sick. Like, you are just sick, and it sucks so bad. And then having the Tower. The Tower is good, also bad. Sorry, guys, I gotta get up one more second. So sorry. I wanted to make sure see if my boyfriend was home. I thought I heard him. I'm not sure. Anyways, 8 of Swords in the Tower. This is you being stuck in your head about, essentially the Tower is a connection, stability, foundation, something or other that basically is old. It needs to fall. The structure isn't reliable anymore. It needs to come down, and it just needs to be released. And it's not, and that's what's causing that pain, is that it's time to not anymore. It's time to go, you know? And that's what you're up in your head about, is that I think, you know, it's just kind of done and you're ready to move forward, but like, it hurts your heart, because you feel like, you clearly feel for this person. And I think, especially because the Eight of Swords falling underneath the Seven of Cups, which is seeing things clearly and, you know, taking away all the other options and seeing, okay, that's unfortunately the one. I think that's what's got you up in your head. Is almost like you still have love for this person and you see them as someone who just adds so much to your life, but it's just not your like end goal. And that, it's like, there we go. The truth in itself hurts. The option here that you know you need to take, the path you need to choose, hurts, and you don't want to, but you know you have to. Especially the Tower coming down underneath the King of Pentacles. So this person is definitely the King of Pentacles here. Again, doesn't have to be an earth sign, but that foundation isn't stable anymore. It's rotting out. It needs to be changed. It needs to go. And then King of Swords coming in underneath the Seven of Pentacles. I do feel like this is your energy, is that although your emotions are heavy and they're really getting the best of you, you understand that this is kind of run its course, you know? But afterwards, we do have the Ace of Wands here, which I love, because that means brand new opportunities coming in for you guys. Yeah, I want to go forward and kind of see where the story takes us. Sorry, my boyfriend will probably walk in a second, so you'll hear him in the background. Life happens. Sorry. Yeah, see, Five of Swords. Five of Swords is often a time of feeling like you got yourself almost like in a pickle. You're in this really shitty, like, mental state, but you understand that you have the ability to leave it and get out of it and move, and you're kind of there because you just almost like you need to process it. It's like you want to fight, but you know you can't. Hi, I'm recording a YouTube video. Five of Cups is coming out afterwards, which having two fives next to each other is always indicative of change for me. Fives in general are indicative of change. But realistically, if we're going to add the two together, 5 and 5 is 10, being a 1, which means, to me, the way I see that is change brings new opportunities. It's almost like these two fives, the walking away, the realizing things need to change, brings about this 1, which is the Ace of Wands here. Brand new passionate opportunity. Something that's very, like, fruitful and that you need, that you want. Wow, we have almost all of the fives out right now, because we have the Five of Wands again. I feel like you're just really fighting with yourself here, because I think you guys you feel for the other party. Look at Eight of Cups again. This is all the same stuff we had in the beginning. Eight of Cups underneath the Five of Swords. You're like, I'm in this place mentally because I feel for this person. I love them. I care for them. And you don't want to be the one to, like, you don't want to hurt people, even when you know that it's better for you. You don't want to be the one to hurt someone else, especially someone that you either care for, cared for, whatever the case may be. Wow, Five of Pentacles. You guys, there's every single 5 in the deck is out right now. 5 of Swords, Cups, Wands, and Pentacles. You guys are ready, I think, for change, and you're resisting it, especially with the Tower. You guys know that things need to change, and this needs to change, and it's not bringing you good things. There very well may be that there are good things, but they're not outweighing the bad. I feel like for some of you, you find yourself more so daydreaming or fantasizing about something else that isn't what you have, and you almost feel guilty for it. Yeah, 7 of Wands. So resistance. You're resisting this Tower. You're not letting it come down. Why aren't you letting it come down? Okay, let's actually clarify the 7 of Wands. I would love to do that. Let's see what's going on here. So, why is the 7 of Wands here for Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Oh, that's a lot. Why is the 7 of Wands here? Pisces. Oops, 7 of Wands. Oops. Okay. So 9 of Pentacles and 3 of Cups. I feel like this is what you guys are not letting come in because you're not letting this go. 3 of Cups is celebration, happiness, social circle, like, you know, those types of things. Going out, having a good time, like feeling good. And 9 of Pentacles is like single and abundant energy. I feel like you guys feel like you're in a state of lack, like lacking abundance, but with these you're not. And it's like you guys are not letting this come in for you. This is what's coming next. And I feel like you guys kind of know, like, yes, the situation is gonna be painful. It's gonna suck. Like, it's not gonna be fun. And maybe that's why you're pushing it off. But realistically, there's just better and greater things coming afterwards. And I know that's hard to hear and, like, believe because you're in a state of feeling the opposite, but really, like, it will. The Hanged Man, also at the bottom, there's a pause. Wow, and Justice. Wow, okay, hold on. And 6 of Swords? Are you kidding me? Look at this. This is so very blatantly. So we have the Hanged Man, Justice, and we have the 6 of Swords, okay? So with these here, what I get is that there is literally a pause on rebalancing those scales, like the 6 of, 6 of Pentacles we had earlier. There are the scales I was talking about with Justice. There's a pause in this Justice that's not allowing you to walk away, and I think it's you. I just think you guys are kind of getting in your own way. Like, there's a moment here in time that's just almost frozen, and justice can't be had. You can't walk away from this. Let's check out the Tower. Honestly, I feel like you guys are just such, like, beautiful souls. Really, it sounds cheesy, but you guys have so much love to give. And I know that basically, all in all, you guys just want to do the right thing. And you want to do what's best for you. And sometimes it hurts other people. And I think that's just a hard pill to swallow, is that sometimes it hurts other people. Why is the Tower here? 2 of Swords. You're not making a choice. You won't let it come down. 4 of Cups. You're literally choosing not to see it as it is, because I feel like a lot of you don't want to hurt this other person. This is what you're choosing between. The Tower or the Ace of Pentacles. Look at this bunny. Look at this bunny. This is springtime, so this is like coming up. I feel like the pressure, the weight of the decision is heavy. I feel like you guys are literally, you're trying to avoid seeing it how it is, because you just don't want to be that guy. You don't want to hurt someone that you care about, but like, you're stopping yourself from being abundant. With that 9 of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles, there's so much new stuff coming in for you guys here. And you don't want to see it for what it is, because you know that in order for you to be happy, you have to hurt somebody else. And that's really fucking shitty. And Page of Pentacles, this is all about stability, abundance, fruitfulness, like money-wise. Page of Pentacles is a new opportunity. Someone might maybe pop up and maybe give you something. For some of you, I just heard give you money. They might be buying you something. But there's so much. Queen of Swords. Again, we have the King and we have the Queen of Swords. So I feel like this is really, again, you embodying that energy. Choosing the 10 of Pentacles. Spirit wants you to choose this 10 of Pentacles. Like, it's time. Yeah. The Hierophant and the 10 of Swords at the bottom. This is a connection that hurts. It used to be something very strong, very spiritually connected, very strong bond. Possibly could have been a marriage for some of you. Could have been dealing with a Taurus with the Hierophant. Doesn't have to be. But this is the 2 keys coming together. The 2 crossing of keys. It's like this crossing of paths was meant for a reason, but it just wasn't meant to stay that way. It's just temporary. And 10 of Swords is like, you're just in your head about this. So bad. So bad. Alright, guys. I mean, this is just wild for me. I feel for you guys. Like, the pain is just too spot on. But King of Cups here, that's your energy. Wow, and Queen of Pentacles, that is your energy. You guys know what you have to do. And the Empress, are you guys kidding me right now? Oh my god, wow. And the 4 of Wands, this is not. The Chariot, and the Two of Cups. Guys, Nine of Cups, this is a joke. The Fool, you're kidding. Oh my good lord. 10 of Cups at the bottom, are you freaking kidding me right now? Oh my god. King of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, and the Empress. This is crazy. This is all you guys. This is all your energy. You are showing up as these three powerful energies. You're a water sign, so this is you. Could be someone else as well that may be coming into your life. The Empress might be someone that's coming into your life too. Take it how it resonates. But I feel like this is all you. Especially with the Empress is also Taurus energy. So we had Hierophant and we have Empress, which is Taurus. This could also be Libra with the Empress. But powerful energies here. Super, super powerful. Abundant, very motherly, like nurturing. Someone who I just feel like is very soft and warm and kind. The Empress is someone who knows herself and has that beautiful, like divine feminine power. And then to boot, after that, we have the Four of Wands. I feel like there's something really big coming for you guys afterwards. Like after this, if you guys can get through this, you might be meeting seriously someone very important to you, if not the one for you. Four of Wands is my 1111 card. Could be twin flame. Otherwise, it doesn't matter the title. It's just that there's a strong connection coming in. I just saw 111. And then to boot with the Chariot, Cancer, some more water energy, but coming in quickly. Chariot and the Four of Wands is coming in fast for you guys. Along with the Two of Cups, beautiful, beautiful romantic commitment here. Nine of Cups is emotional, like fulfillment, the ultimate happiness. Like, oh, like this cat's like, oh, I couldn't be happier. I finally got that bird. Like, that's the relief you guys are going to feel. And then the Fool, Aries energy, taking a risk. And that's what it is I think the outcome of this, the way that I feel, is that your person's going to come in after this and make you go, oh my god, like I could have had this sooner, but I stopped myself because I was afraid. I was fearful. That if you guys take the risk by letting this go and believing in yourselves and your intuition, because you guys are super intuitive, believing that something worth so much more is coming in after this, it will come in so quick. It's gonna literally like be here. You're gonna be shocked by it. I guarantee you. Alright guys, I'm glad I pulled those last couple cards. I just saw 222 as well. Thank you so much for joining me and allowing me to read for you. I really appreciate it, guys. I really am hoping the best for you, sending you love and light. If you like it, drop a like, give me a comment, let me know if it resonates. Subscribe so you can get more notifications and all the other videos I do. But yeah, thanks guys so much. Stay happy, stay healthy. Love you guys. Bye.